All right. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Good afternoon. Oh, hello, hello, hello. So, down. We just did this. Get down. 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 Thank you. Oh, that cat. He's such a brat. Here. All right. There's treats. That ought to buy me 5 minutes. Good morning, Candy. Good morning, she who should not be named, or else he'll jump back on my desk. All right. Good afternoon, ladies. How you doing? As you can see, I've been working. Let me get some crap out of the way here. Ugh. I cut some more tags before I went to bed last night. I like to keep these on hand, So I cut up some of the file folders I had pieces and parts of. Okay. Everybody out of the way. Okay, yeah, those are the ones I need to back so we know where we're at. Hello, Miss Janie. Hello, KK. All right, so where are we? Book cloth, book corners, book cloth. I did get the rickrack in. What is the deal with rickrack? I have so much rickrack, and yet every time I go to find the one that I want, I don't have it. Like, I knew I wanted to put purple rickrack on here, and I thought I had wide purple rickrack, and I didn't. And so I ended up using the thin stuff, so I didn't have to go buy more. But it's like every time I do one of these, last time I didn't have any black. All right, so we have put in some pockets. Now, I did glue in the pockets, but I went through and I replaced some of them because we had a very generous donation of paper. Let me grab this. We got 5 sets from, this is from Paper House Studios, and it is paper for Where the Wild Things Are. And so we have replaced some pockets in here. And I did a whole video on where we got the paper, but I've replaced some of the pockets in the journal itself with some of the paper that came from that collection. And of course, we have our little hidden journaling spot pocket. So I went through and I just replaced some of the pockets with some of the new paper. There's quite a few of them in here. And then we used quite a bit of it on our journaling cards that we built. 2 signatures, center folio, and the folio has a complete pad in it. And then we have our 2 gusseted pockets so that we have all of that space. And that's where we're at. Okay. Actually, finding anything for Where the Wild Things Are is like, it's difficult. I've been trying, and you do a Where the Wild Things Are search, and like you might come up with a couple of t-shirts, and on Etsy, it's all about first birthday party decorations, like thank you tags and things like that. But not a whole lot of There's like one seller who has an SVG file. She has cut file and stuff like that. But the rest of it, oh my god, it is so hard to find anything. All right. So these are the journaling cards that we did that have double-sided paper. So we have to back them with something. And so I thought, these are already pretty thick because this is cardstock, and cardstock. So I thought maybe we would back that, if we could, back it with like some parchment paper or some tea-dyed paper, just so that we're not adding another heavy layer of stuff, Excuse me. I overslept a little bit this morning. Oh, so I'm still waking up a bit. So I'm thinking that the easiest way to do this is just going to be to glue these onto a piece of paper and then trim it off. And I could use tape, which I might do because it's actually faster. If I get the squirrel out and use the squirrel. Grab my scissors. So, what's going on in everybody else's part of the world? What's happening? See, all fixed. Okay. Not much. Good morning, my love muffin. Ooh, love muffin's in a good mood. Yep, saw that. Last night, Gigi decided that the trash can was fun. She got in there. Daddy's not happy with her right now. Yeah, she's on Daddy's duty list. All right. So then we'll just trim around all of these. See, this works. This is fast. Okay, we can do this. Trim it over here. $4.45. Oh, good Lord. Broccoli and cheese and pasta casserole. Good for you. Cussy cutting, huh? Yeah, yep. Nothing like cussy cutting in the morning. We're almost out of tape on that one. Probably going to have to grab another one. My tape woes. Might be out of it. There we go. This is not my favorite tape. I don't like this tape. This crafter's tape. Yeah, no. One, it's very hard to get to work, for one thing. And it's not as sticky as I would like it to be. You know, the adhesion just isn't there. And my tape is not available right now. Not happy. Not happy at all. Okay. Where's my quacking tape? My quacking tape is in the drawer. I have very few rolls of it left, and so I'm hoarding it. To be honest, I'm sort of hoarding it right now. Trying to use this up. And I don't like Tombow at all. I've tried several different kinds of it several times over the years. I just don't like it. It's just a matter of personal preference. I don't like their tape. Who's here? Somebody. All right, hold on. I gotta go look. Somebody's at my door. Oh, I know who it is. I'll be right back. Bubba. Go get him. Daddy up first. Bye-bye.
Lunch in here just in case. I know. She wanted mom to make her lunch.
Oh, okay.
The boys spend the night. She wants to spend the night with you guys are okay with it. She's got some extra clothes just in case. It's really just more so she's, by accident. It doesn't happen that often, but it does. But the extra set of clothes is kind of like in between. They're technically regular clothes, but not in the gym, so at least they're not jeans, so she has one stay. But if she wants to go, then that's too. Or if you guys like need her to leave earlier. But I would be picking her up still like in the middle of that, well, tomorrow. This weekend. So
Love you.
yeah, just let me know if she wants to stay.
Have a good day.
All right, love you too.
Bye.
So you did. Give me back the remote.
Oh, sorry about that, ladies. I had a Lily delivery. Her mommy is started a new job. She's training to be a pharmacy technician. And she started her job today. And Miss Lily was supposed to go over to her grandma and grandpa's, but grandpa doesn't feel good today. So, kind of at the last minute, they called off and said, hey, we can't take her because we're not feeling well, and they don't want to run the risk of getting her sick. So, her daddy called me and was like, man, are we out of tape already? I think we're out of tape. Definitely out of tape. So, bring her to me. Hello, Carla. So, yes, Miss Lily Bell is here. She came to see B Mom pop up. And it's okay because she has cousins here this weekend because I have the boys to help me clean out the garage this weekend. And so she has cousins to play with, which makes her very happy. And her favorite cousin is here because she absolutely loves Ashwin. And he's here. So wouldn't you know, it'd be like that one piece that's just that much too big. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let me grab. Oh, I know. All right. Let me get another piece. Oh. Into the box. Ugh. Okay. So let's put some tape on this one, and then we can attach it, and we can move on. Yeah, so if anybody else has any, of these little roller tapes and you have a favorite one, let me know. Well, maybe I'll try it if I haven't already tried it. Just don't like these tape things. Yuck. Okay. And I have the big one, and I have the big gun one, very typical of card makers to have. I have one. I honestly just don't like it. It's hard to see where you're putting the tape, and it's just no good for me, All right. All right, those are all done. We finished the backs on all of those. Hello, Tina. Nice to see you. All right, so now we have these, and these also have bad backs because these are the cut aparts from the pack. So we're going to be backing these as well. But these are going to be much thinner because they're not built up like those are. So we could put these on cardstock if we want to. So we're going to finish up this piece of paper, and then we'll move on to some cardstock. And let's see. Because these are all pretty big. They're monster cards. Okay. Amy's having a rough day. Her tummy started hurting yesterday, and I think she's still trying to sleep because she didn't get much. Let's see. Okay. Again. Let's see. Maybe this one? Yep. Okay. All right. By the time I'm done, I'm going to have tape all over this glass board. I have to be honest, I'm not a big fan of the glass board either, to be truthful. Aside from the glare that you get from the light, the first time I cut something on it with like my rotary cutter, I scratched the glass. Not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. But I've been through about 8 cutting boards, so, you know. Let's see, off the bottom here. Okay. Yeah. Where's Francis? She's probably lurking. Anybody seen Mary? Well, I don't see Mary in the chat either. And I know she was here the other day, but she was lurking. Okay, she's here. All right. So we're just missing Francis this morning. All righty. That's 2. Get this one cut out. And then we have a few more that we're just going to back on cardstock. And then we are ready to move on. Oh, good gravy. So I finally got the referral. A lot of people know I have carpal tunnel. And before, you know, all the shutdowns and everything, I had gotten my referral to go to get my surgery. And I was in the middle of getting started on the process, meeting the surgeon and going to get my blood tests and everything and my chest x-rays and, all the pre-op stuff when everything shut down. And so I kind of ended up, it's been about almost 2 years, and I was unable to get in to see, to get my surgery done because they weren't doing elective surgeries. So for 2 years, I've kind of been more or less living with it. And we're getting to that point where, it's waking me up at 4 o'clock in the morning because my hands hurt. Taking ibuprofen is no longer helping. And so I went in and saw my doctor a couple weeks ago, like a week and a half ago. And I told him that I had, previously I'd had an appointment for surgery, and that COVID shut it down. And he goes, okay, well, we'll take care of that. And I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. And boy, I got home, and 2 days later, I had the referrals and everything ready to go. So I am going to be scheduling. Hopefully, I don't have to go do that nerve induction test thing again because, yeah, I almost punched that guy. Stick a needle in my freaking shoulder that big. You need to be punched. So I'm going to go and hopefully just go and do, like the pre-op stuff, the blood tests and x-rays and all that stuff. And then hopefully get in and get started on the process. Now for me, that perspective could look a little bit different than it does for some people because I have anesthesia awareness, which is a really fancy way of saying that I wake up under anesthesia. I've woken up in about 4 surgical procedures. Scares the crap out of the doctor. So they have a couple of options. They either have to put me under and like monitor me and keep administering more medication to keep me under, or they have to keep me under for a shorter amount of time. Typically, they elect to keep me under for a shorter amount of time. So it's hard to say. They may do one hand and like leave me one good one. Or because of the anesthesia awareness, they may just go, you know what? We're just going to get it done and get it over with, because the risks of putting me under anesthesia more than once is not going to outweigh the inability to wipe my butt. That's basically why they do it. So I may not be here for a while doing lives. I will not go away, though, because I am about a month and a half ahead on videos. And I'm going to continue to put those in there so that I don't have a period of time without video. But you may see on Facebook that I'm on the road, and yet videos are still coming out. So just so you guys know, I'm probably going to be having surgery most likely right after the first of the year. And then they said I talked to my nurse who had the surgery recently, my doctor's nurse, and she said that she was pretty much unable to use her hand for about a week, and then she could start using it again. But I'm sure she doesn't use her hands like I do. She types, pushes buttons, all that nursey stuff. So now I have to get this cleaned up because that's a mess. Yeah, I'm constantly dropping stuff. So, you know what gets me? The itching. Oh my God, the itching drives me crazy. Yes, my darling.
Was it this much water that you used last time we did the thing?
Buggy.
And 4 cups of the thing.
Buggy. Someone will get that for you. I know you're just in it for the foot massage.
No, I don't want my feet to stink all weekend.
All right. Okay, let me get this glue off of here. Not baby wipes. These are 75% alcohol wipe. And I find that for the most part, they do help get the glue off from the tape. Okay. Okay, we got that put away. Ew. Oh my goodness. Ugh. 15 vials of blood. The hell do they expect you to do when you lose that much blood? Pass out? See, I can't sleep in the braces at all. I can't even wear them. I wear them for like 10 minutes and I'm like, get this off my hand. I do have the gloves to craft in, the ones that are supposed to support it, but I don't know. But see, like right here, I actually scratched I was scratching at this so much because my palms like itch so bad that I actually tore my hand open right here. And I have to tell you, that's a pain in the butt because I'm right-handed and I drive with that hand. And I'm one of those people that drives, like on the wheel like this. And I couldn't do it. And so I kept putting it on there and I would rip the Band-Aid off. Amy's carrying around Band-Aids because every time we get out of the car, she's like, putting a new Band-Aid on it. Because it had gotten infected from me ripping the Band-Aids off. Amy gets mad at me when I do stuff like that. Oh. So, yeah. All right. So we have so many journaling cards now, it's disgusting. Okay? Look at that pile. Isn't it gorgeous? Glorious. Fabulous. I know, right? Okay, so now we're going to just kind of put these in wherever to get this started. So one per pocket as we go through, and then we'll come back and decide if we want to put more in. We have the nice big ones to go in the belly bands. And these nice big ones that go in these pockets here. So somebody asked me why I put the journal cards in so early in the process. The reason that I do it this way is because I want to know where I can decorate the page without interfering with where the card's going to be. The big one and the little one. We don't really have another big one for here. We'll have to look and see if we can move one. That one. This one. This one in. That one. You know what? I'm going to save that belly band for something else. There. We'll put that in there. That's going to be a tag. Definitely, I don't have anything big enough to go in there yet. And probably a tag. Okay, so I have 4 more cards. Let's go back. See if there's anything small enough to put one of these in. There. There.
You get some wood.
There.
This is the line, remember?
Oh, that's too small. Try this one. This one's a little bigger. That's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. And then right there. Okay. So I have those in. Hello, Tammy. How are you?
Oh, very cool.
All right. So I have all of those in. And then, let me get this. So then we made some tags. So we made some tags. And they're not quite done. We do have a little bit of work left to do on them. But I did do one last night that's different from the rest. So we're going to get these worked on real quick just to finish them up so we can put these in. And then I have another project I wanted to share with you guys that's in the book. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So let's do. Hi, honey. How are you? Just a few minutes ago. About a half hour ago. That's what I thought, but she came early. Let me see. Where am I? Oh, okay. So let me get the job box out here because we need stoof. We need some stoof. All right. All right. So I have these paper flower elements. So we are going to use some of them, like we did on this one, to kind of, add to these. So let me get this opened. If I can find the end. There it is. So Lily is out there beating up her cousins, which is important, Oh, that's cool. I'm going to do that. Okay. So a little bit of glue.
We can make the diamond pickaxe now. That's mine.
We don't leave it on the floor.
We can make the diamond pickaxe now, really? No. We can get it and then we can go to the nether. And let's go.
All right. So how cool is that? That fits right there. Right there. Okay. And we'll just take that piece off. I like it. Okay, I don't like the tail on this one, so we're going to cut that off.
Oh yeah, I was mining.
And we're going to put this down here.
Meaning we only need water to activate it.
Ooh. There we go. So I'm just working on a theme here. I'm just trying to put these on like all of the tags so that they're all cohesive. And I think that they kind of work with the whole jungle theme that we have going here.
Okay, I got custom boards, so we can make custom boards. I got custom. But you need a diamond pickaxe.
I need one that goes the other way. Let me see. Get another pack of these open here.
Ashton, this is what I was talking about last night. See all this crap and crumbs? This was not here yesterday when you started making the quesadillas. Cleaned up everything, including underneath it.
So I'm thinking maybe what I might do. I don't know. Maybe I will. I guess I could leave it intact.
Big chunk.
Okay, I'm going to put this one on.
Yourself when you're making a mess. All right.
Come here, you little booger. Just move it around a little bit, see if I like it anywhere else better. Nope, still just like it right there. Okay. You were working 2 seconds ago. Urgh. This is a new glue bottle, and it's driving me crazy. Little bit of glue. Long edge. There. And this one's going up there. So, it's not supposed to be a grandbaby weekend, but I guess it turned out that way. Well, there you go, Tammy. You multitask, girl. Okay, I'm going to take care of this tail. I don't like this tail on here. I do like the idea of the eyeballs peeking through, though. Like watching him.
Sit.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay.
Take it nice. Nice.
Yes, my DEF CONs are good kiddos. They're good babies. Of course, they're so grown up now. It's almost time for Beam on Pop Pop to go off and, you know, be useless. They can watch themselves now, so mommy and daddy don't need babysitters. And yep, 'tis that time. We are becoming obsolete. Nope. Yep. Ink. Yeah, it's almost time to put Grandma and Grandpa out to pasture. We'll retire and move to Boca. It's not really Boca, it's purgatory. It's where you go to cook and stew until it's time, It's the land of forgotten grandparents. Your hubby still needs a babysitter? Yep.
Don't y'all?
Yeah. Yes, it is time for the great adventure, and that is exactly what we are planning.
You're gonna make me go work in the gem mines.
We are, we're planning our future. What we want to do before we retire. No, I'm kidding. What we're going to do when we do retire. For me, that looks like an RV. And I'll explain. When I met the Hubber, I had just retired. I was about 70% retired. And so I was getting ready to, go the rest of the way. And I had my mom, who, I don't really get along with very well. Well, I didn't get along with her very well before she passed. And my plan was, if she takes RV somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So I had begun the process of buying an RV, and I was going to travel. I was going to take my mom, and her and I were going to travel. We had done the cruise thing. My mom and I did a lot of cruises and together. Doesn't mean we liked each other. Just means that, we didn't want to share a cabin with anybody else. But we had done quite a few cruises and things like that. And so we were at the point where we were going to go drive through the United States and Canada and, do the thing. And then I met Mike, which may have been okay if he didn't have two small children, but he had a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old at the time. And so I talked to my mom, and she's like, all right, well, let's put it off for a little while. And I put it off for a little bit. And Mike ran into an issue. He was living with his dad, and he and I and the kids went out one time. And we didn't get done with what we were doing until late in the afternoon. And, well, he ended up kind of just staying at my house. Mind you, my mother and I live in a 3-bedroom house. My mother and I. So he came and the kids passed out. We were watching a movie after we went out someplace. The kids were exhausted. And we were watching some kids' movie, and the kids passed out. And I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just go to work in the morning, and the kids can stay here. And he was like, okay. And so he got up and he went to work the next day. And he got home that night after he picked up the kids. He got home, and his dad kicked him out because we were living in sin. Should be well noted that his father had a golf ball sized chunk of his brain removed from a motorcycle accident. Scooter, excuse me, not a motorcycle, a scooter. And so I kind of felt a little responsible, like, I had gotten him kicked out of his house. So I told him that him and the kids could stay with me until he found a place. Every now and then I still ask him, how that whole apartment search is going, which actually worked as a really good line right up until we moved into this house. So for most of our relationship, I could go, hey, how's that apartment hunting going? And he'd go, oh, pretty good. It's really not a lot out there, because God forbid he could find a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, right? But he's been here forever. And my retirement went on hold. His idea of retirement is just buying a place in the middle of nowhere with a pond where he can hunt on his own land. He can fish on his own land. He can grow a garden, and he can be a homebody. And Mike is a homebody. I, on the other hand, am not a homebody. And I wish to travel. I want to roam. To go, to be free. To enjoy my travels. So he's going to stay home and keep the home fires burning. And I'm getting a smaller RV than I originally planned because I don't have to put up with my mom. And Amy's pint size, she's fun size. I just put her in a closet. And I'm going to go and travel, and he's going to stay at home and give me a place to land. And I'll be on the road quite a bit. That's my retirement. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, living in sin. You got to understand, his dad, seriously, he died twice on the operating table. And when they were done, he was a completely different person. His entire personality, who he was, changed. And which was a little devastating to Mike because at that point, basically his dad died. But he woke up and had this religious epiphany, and he started taking those online religious courses from England, that don't mean anything. But he managed to, in 2 short years, get a degree in theology and became a deacon or something like that, some kind of mucky muck in this online church. And he would print himself up credentials that said he was a reverend, or the doctor. That was the one that got me. He had a doctorate in theology in about 2 years. But he would print himself up, business cards that said he was the Dr. Reverend. And he would go to hospices and give them his card and say, I'll come and counsel the dying. And he even wiggled his way into a couple of church services as a guest preacher. Yeah, he was a little nuts. So, no, it's not the Universal Life Church. That's who he left everything to. I'm kidding. He did in one of his wills. He actually left it all to that. And I was like, dude, the Universal Life Church in Nevada is a guy in an RV in Ely, which is like basically desert with nothing there and like 25 trailers. That's the Universal Life Church in Nevada. That's the main church here. So he's basically, in one of his wills, he wanted to leave the guy the house, all the money, the cars, everything. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Thankfully, we found another will. No, it was some church that he was originally affiliated with, was out of England. Funny as hell. Anyway, then he did join the Universal Life Church shortly before he died, and was very ticked off to find out that I was ordained through the Universal Life Church. His son was ordained through the Universal Life Church. My daughter was, because we did it one night. We were all just sitting around my house singing karaoke and drinking, and I ordained everybody. Yeah, because it's that difficult. Okay. So let's move on to the next little project we had here. Let me get this out of the way real quick. Get out of my way. What was that? Okay. All righty. Here we go. This out of the way. All right, let's see what we're doing on time here. All right, we've only been on for an hour, so we're good. He's not getting his computer loaded yet, so we're still dandy. Okay, so remember this little sticker set that we got? We cut up the top of it and we used that. We saved it. So we've got these little stickers. And I'm not really using stickers anywhere in the book. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stickers here. And this was the, it had the little like play scene, you know, where you're supposed to put the stickers. Let me see. It looked like this. So last night I took this, I put some Where the Wild Things Are paper on the inside of it, glued it together and folded it in the middle. And I said, let's make a little like pocket notebook out of this. So I'm going to round the corners. We're going to put a couple of pages in here, like just regular pages. And we'll decorate the inside of this with the stickers. Right? Okay. So we're going to do that. And then this is going to go slide into that belly band that we have in the back of the book. So we're going to get the corners rounded on this. We'll get some paper in there. We'll ink it all up and get it all ready to go. And we'll just make like a little pocket notebook, you know, that somebody can take and throw in their purse or something, you know, if they're going someplace. So we got a little notebook here. It is 4 inches this way. And it is 5 1/4 inches tall. So we could do 4 3/4 by 7 1/2 inch paper should work just fine in here. So I'm going to grab a couple of sheets of paper. Okay, there they are. Got it. Okay. So here's the thing. This is so small, we can actually use lined paper. So what I thought is we'd take a couple of sheets of the purple and a couple of sheets of the blue. We'll use full sheets. And we'll cut these down to make our journal pages. One, two, three. That should do it on the purple. Let's do the same thing with the blue. Or not. Come on. Come out of there. There we go. One. Two.
Literally, I found an iron ingot.
Okay. So we can cut these down and then, put them in our book, in our notebook. So let me get that out of the way. First thing I think is we're going to cut this top piece off because that's just ridiculous. We don't need that. Go ahead and make the comment. Brought out another paper trimmer. I know. I gotta go get blades for this one today. Okay. Take the tops off of this one, and then we will we'll get an exact measurement of what we want. Okay, so we want the paper to be 4 3/4 tall. We don't need the big trimmer for this. We can do it on the small one because we're good. Okay, so we want it to be 4 3/4 inches tall. So I got all my paper. Get this opened up. 4 3/4. Make sure we get it all lined up nice. 4 3/4. All right, it's a little off, but we'll live with it. Okay, 4 3/4, 4 3/4. We could just, take it down to 4 1/2. Let's see how big these are. These are 4 1/2. 4 1/2. Okay, let's see. That works. And then this is 4 inches, so we need this to be 7 inches. And it is 8 1/2. So we need to take 1.5 inches off. Yes, my love.
Can I make popcorn?
Sure. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. And inch and a half. Okay, so now we have paper, cover, trimmer out of way, lots of scraps. No, I do not use YouTube's OBS.
I see the here. Another way. Lily, here. What's another way? Do you want 50,000? Then 50,000. I slept on this last night.
Yeah, it's a fake it till you make it thing. Yeah, he wasn't real happy though when he found out that, you know, his son was ordained through them. Okay, so we're just going to kind of go one and the other and alternate these two colors. Because I just think it'll make it fun, you know. And then we'll fold these in half. Oh, rotten grandkid. He just made microwave popcorn behind me. Oh. Okay, and then we'll stitch this in. Mark this day. Because this might be the one and only time that you see me do
This is my bed. You got that bed.
a 3-point.
Lily, these two have
We're going to eyeball. That's about it. That looks good.
And I've been watching Cartoon Cat lately.
And that's good. Let me get a piece of string and a needle. Shush. That never happened. Never happened. Oh, you know what? The string we're using is not in the jar. I just remembered because we were using the burlap. Let me grab the burlap. I just do it right in the studio. I don't know. I've heard some people say that they have that issue where it's not functioning properly for that feature, but I haven't come up against it, so I don't have a workaround for it. All right, big pointy sharp needle. Try not to poke yourself. Or, well, I'll try not to poke myself. And I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do like a little charm dangly thing off of this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this one from the outside. At the top. And that way, you know, my threads are at the top. No, I don't want to do it that way. I have to think about these things, you know. I'm just going to do it in the middle like we normally do. Maybe the outside. I have to kind of figure out the way I want this aesthetically to look. Yeah, I'm going to do it so it's on the outside. Horror of horrors. There's some people right now going, oh my God. It's okay, people. I got you. All right. Right over left. Left to right. Put that away before I poke myself, because I will. Be free, Pepper. Be free. Okay. So we made a little notebook. Single signature. It's got quite a few pages in it. It's just a notebook. Okay. We do have some little stickers that we can just kind of go through here and put them, on various pages. Just to dress it up a little bit. Make it look cute. We're going to put this one right in the middle. This is the middle picture. These stickers are like very low quality. So we don't really want to use them for decorating, but on here they're okay, because they're very thin. They're almost like tissue paper. They're so thin. They're almost like washi. Yeah. So I'm going to put these in. Get these in here. Oh, we have one more. And I'm going to put it right here. There we go. All right. Okie dokie. Get some stuff out of the way. All right, so now we've made this little book. So we have tags, and we have our little book, and we need to put some toppers on our tags so they can go in, and our little book needs to go in. So let's go back to where we had that page with the belly band, which I'm pretty sure is in the back of the book, towards the back. There it is. So, you can slide it under here if you want to, or you could just tuck it in. But there's a little journal book in there, a little notebook to be able to write with. And then we need to get these topped so that they can go in. So let's get out topping material. So here's the thing. Since all of these creatures are actually just, his sweater, pair of tights, what should we do for tops? Should we use just regular ribbons and things like that, or should we go with fibers? Because I'm kind of thinking fiber, but I just don't know. I'll eat a chocolate donut while you guys think about it. You're making me fat. Seriously, you're making me fat. Let me clarify, fatter. Thank you, Jamie. Mm. Foofy fibers? Okay. I love Arlene and her descriptive word. Foofy fibers. I want foofy fibers. I just got new fibers. It's an obsession. I apologize. I am obsessed with fiber. Okay, yes. Yes. Yeah. Let me see what I got in the new stuff. Nope, I don't like any of the new stuff for this. Yes, please. Okay. Move this out of the way for a minute. Mm. All right, come on. All of you through there. One, two, three, four. I like it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without my grandkids. I love little snots. They are my world, you know? So I have no idea what I would do without them. Probably go insane and kill Hubbard. You know? It's hard to say. Single on this one this time. You go through the hole. Okay. You grab it. All right. Come back through the hole. Okay. That one. I like this one too, so we're going to take a look at this one. I wonder where I used the little tool. There we go. This one, I love this. It's bulky. Oh my god. Grandkids are dying in the other room. Yep. 8-year-olds are getting their butt kicked by 5-year-olds. She ain't 5, she's 4. Only 4. Huh?
Get into the popcorn.
Yep. And they're killing each other.
Hey, killing each other.
Also, it said you gave me the gift, but I couldn't find it.
Ha!
I think my
Okay,
phone.
got it.
Not today, because I gave it to you last 24 hours.
2, 3, 4. All right. 2 more to go. I'm going to do another one this way. This one. All right. And then, there we go. This stuff has it's very frayed, and then it has this like really thin piece of thread that goes around it that holds it in that shape. And I just take that piece and I just throw them apart like that, and it kills that little thread. It just pulls it right off. But I think that fiber looks better when it's all flouncy. Okay, so here's the thing with the RV. If it's one that you get in and you drive someplace, if you go to a campsite and you want to go see something, you have to drive your RV to it. Or you have to tow a car behind you. Now, keep in mind, most people don't flatbed that car. So that car gets miles on it, even though it's not being driven. If your RV breaks down, you have no place to stay. So for me, a good pickup truck and a regular tow hitch camper, not a fifth wheel, a regular tow hitch. Because then you can take that tow hitch, you can put it at a campsite, set it up, and take your truck to be repaired.
Or going to town.
You can go and see things, go to the grocery store, and not have to carry your house along with you. That's a personal opinion. But it just makes more sense to do it that way, in my opinion. Also, here's a little bit of some insurance information for you. And I'm licensed in all 50 states, so it does apply to all 50 states. If you have an RV that has a standard tow hitch on it, and it is attached to your vehicle, your car insurance covers your RV. So if it's attached to your car and you're driving down the street and a gust of wind drags it to the side of the road and blows it over, because it's attached to your car, to your transport vehicle, your tow vehicle, it is covered by your insurance. Don't let your insurance company try and tell you that it's not. As long as it is appropriately attached. So instead of having to get, alternative RV insurance, you don't have to do that if you have a tow behind.
Go lay down.
Just saying. All right. So we have monster topped tags. And then we are going to put these tags into our journal. We do have a couple of pockets that we sort of like reserved for this. So let's take a look. See, like this big one. Put one there. Put one here. And one here. And there. Here. Hold on, we need one back there. Okay, let me look. Let's do. We'll do this one. Back here. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, baby. Might be time to put a closure on this puppy. Yes, it's an unplanned visit. Yes, yes, yes. Well, the boys are here because they're working. The boys are helping me to get the garage landia cleaned up and get my inventory put away. And Lily is an unplanned visit. All right. We're going to have to start thinking about a closure for this because it is huge. Huge, I tell you. All right. So we have a folio in here. We have a notepad in here. We got a bunch of tags in here. We've got a huge amount of journal cards in here. And I guess, what is today? Friday? I guess on Sunday, what we're going to do is we're going to decorate it. And we're going to get a closure on it. That sounds like a smart thing to do. Yes, I think so. All right. What shall our next journal be? I don't know. 3 or 4 of them that are ready to go. I just don't know which one I want to start on. So I'll put a poll in my group of the ones that I have that are ready to go. And you all can vote on which the next one's going to be. So I will put a poll in the group, and I'll get it in there as soon as we go off today, within an hour. Because when we get off of here, I'm going to go spend like 10, 15 minutes with the hubber and do the hubby wife check-in thing, you know, where we sit there and go, how you doing? I'm all right. How you doing? Okay.
How was the live? Is everything good? All right.
How was your live? All right. How's the journal coming? Fantastic. Okay. You know, we do that. And we do the same thing. It's every morning. We do the exact same thing. So I'm going to go and do the 10, 15 minutes of hubber time. And then I will put up a poll with the journals that I have ready to go because we have several. We could do the Mary Poppins. We could do the Peanuts. There's another one. Anyway, there's like 2 or 3 of them. So I will list them. There's 3 or 4 actually. I will list them. And you guys can vote on which one we do next. Okay? Is that everything? That's everything. Listen, hey, if you're new here, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that red button for me and subscribe. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends, and your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. And before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. Until I see you again, which will be, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, or Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11, 12, 1 across the country, whatever Arizona's up to, who knows? They're in their own time zone. Any place else other than that, you figure out the Greenwich Mean Time. That is my live schedule. I do post videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. My Monday videos are typically tutorials. My Wednesdays are either really quick tutorials or product reviews or demonstrations or something like that. Until I see you again, stay safe, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.